mixed martial arts community, and to everybody who likes a great, not only great, but true sports story, okay? Scott Hands of Steel Smith. The first time I met him, he had zero fucking hands. Seriously, he was getting thumped like a redheaded stepchild bitch by Ahmad Hempstead, Carlos Garcia, Dan Quinn, anybody who had hands. And then only because he got a title fight against Jamie Hara, you know what? I went to work. I wasn't going to get a chance to fight Jamie. Oh, I didn't like him. I didn't even know him, okay? Now we're great friends. But back then, because we weren't introduced, and he happened to come the same day that I got kicked and my knee got hurt, yada, yada. Oh, I gave Scott hands in 8 weeks. No shit. I took Scott from getting the fucking shit beat out of him and against Ahmad Hempstead, Scott Smith, you were getting thumped, okay? And at the end of our little fucking 10-year together, you were actually hanging on your own. And you didn't need me saying, jab, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, shit like that, talking you through it, right? Oh, yeah. And then that 9-second knockout, Scott, I mean, I said this before in that movie, but how many people have actually seen that movie as opposed to who are going to see this video right now on YouTube, right? That 9-second knockout. We practiced that 9 seconds, what, almost every day for 8 weeks? I scripted that for you, okay? You were just following fucking marching orders, okay? And so you march into a title, and then you get knocked out by James Irvin, and when he's, you know what, going prancing around in his cute little fucking shorts, you know what? I made a mistake, man. Instead of saying congratulations, I was like, I fucking knock you out, man. And I believe it to be the truth. And what he did is he came down to my level, you know, so he could, you know, see me. He's like, Dan, I want to be cool with you guys, man. What's up, right? And then from that point on, I've been treated like a pariah, all right? Like I have fucking scurvy, all right? Almost like I have, something's wrong with my blood, man. Like I'm tainted. And it's like this, dude. You better check yourself, punk, all right? Remember when you beat up that Mexican gangbanger and you took pictures and were laughing and then you got scared because they started to threaten you? And remember when I talked to some of my friends who know Mexicans in that fucking life and they squashed it? It's like this. If it wasn't for me, man, you're living a different life, okay? And you don't have hands. And the fact that I'm not getting any fucking props from you, okay? You know, that's bad enough. To actually get called from Rick Vardell asking me if I'll fucking take a blood test because he's heard from you that I'm tainted, you know what? I fucking had enough, punk. And it's like this, dude. I have a rock in here, all right? It's brown. It's of hash. It's THC, right? And the only rocks I ever smoked around you, wow, you know what? If it wasn't for methamphetamine and me in Carlos Garcia's bathroom, okay, for what, 15, 20 minutes, taking what I keistered, getting it out, smoking it, and then repackaging, okay, so I can go and do my thing, you're not fucking champ because I don't have the energy to even train you, okay? And so, you know what? Bad motherfucking timing, dude. Oh, yeah. Have I shown my stomach or did I fucking, what do you think Sasha would say about that stomach, okay? If she liked watching me thump you so much, if she doesn't really like you all that much now, wow. Sasha used to be Smith. Seriously. You know what, girl? You said that you like to watch me spar, right? When I was thumping your fucking ex-old man. And did you know how dirty he did me? I asked him, could you give me a call so we can do a telephone interview? So maybe I could fucking fly a video and have someone pay to get hands, you know, like I gave to you. You know what, dude? If it's not for me, how much money haven't you made, motherfucker? And it's like this. 2 pounds of stevia minus 62 pounds and 6 tumors in my uncle in 4 months. I'm not sure how many pounds, not even probably one, vanished. 22 pounds in 21 days from cow worship. Okay? Ask him. All right? Stevia is going to win a Nobel Prize for Dan Quinn. Okay? We're right in the shoot now. Okay? Because of my fight with Rick Vardell, and also because people all over are snorting stevia and getting wired and going, wow, you know what? This is the shit. Bad timing, okay, for you to be doing anything but something cool for me. And it's like this, dude. If I could go back and change anything in my life, had one thing to change, okay, it wouldn't be getting fucked over at Notre Dame, because I wouldn't have my kids. So until I have my kids, basically everything stands. And there's a lot of fucked up shit, you know, keeping me from millions. And trust and believe, there's other things that come close to not teaching you hands, Scott Smith, but I don't know if I could think of really one of them right now. And the way I look at it, motherfucker, that this is the truth. In this picture, if we were the same age, you are probably not even in uniform, all right? You're probably either a kiss-ass fucking coach or someone who either washes or folds my jockstrap, all right? And you know what? If it's not for me teaching you hands, you aren't shit, all right? Sasha left you. Let's see. Well, you'll always have a cush job from daddy, right? He bought your book. I mean, it's like this, Scott. If your dad had told me on the telephone that they let me go because, you know, things were financially hard, I would have bought it. But he actually told me that he was disappointed in me because when I came onto the yard, I didn't light a fire basically under everybody's ass and up production. And I thought, wow, that's almost like J.P. Morgan telling the guy who fucking sweeps the place out that, you know what, I had to let you go because, you know, we couldn't balance the books. And I'm thinking, you know what, dude, you're cool, I guess, as things go. You're exactly the reason why I turned my back on the construction industry. Oh, I had family in it, and you know what? If if your dad had told me that at a bar over a beer, man, you know what? Things might have been different, Scott. Really, I mean, I would have fucking verbally clowned him. I would have said, dude, you know what? Are you fucking serious? It's my job as a fucking lowly goddamn apprentice to actually tell journeymen how and what to do their job. I mean, but you know what? Be that as it may, Scott, if a movie was made, okay, that's how it would come out, all right? Me training you hands, you getting a world title, okay, you fucking snubbing me, turning your back, your dad basically letting me go and then telling me it was because I didn't fucking up the production on his yard. You know, I'm thinking, wow, he didn't once tell me that was the job description, and I wasn't getting paid anything. And you know what? Yeah, how's that story going to look, Scott? Compared with this story, okay? When Notre Dame beat Miami, you know, basically securing the national championship. Funny story, but Ned Bolkar, right here, number 47, and Dan Quinn, tag team, whatever her name was. Yeah, it goes like this. Dan Quinn flies into South Bend and goes to McCree's Deli, and people look up in shock because Dan Quinn's girlfriend has just been in there with probably her soon-to-be husband, not thinking that I was going to be there, and they were like, oh my fucking God. So when Dan Quinn hears this, and Susie says, you know what, go ahead and use my place, but, you know, I'm going down to Georgia for vacation. What I did was invite her over to the hot tub, and Ned was there, and, you know, she was basically damn near naked, and flittering back and forth between us, kissing on me and kissing on him. And finally, I laughed and I said, this is cool. I've had enough. And she's like, what? Where are you going? And I said, check this out, girl. I said, you know what? You look good for South Bend and you're cute, but I'm from California, okay? I said, girls that look like you are a dime a dozen, and so I'm not going to really stay here and get fucking played back and forth. She's like, well, what do you expect? Just to get laid? And I said, you know what? Basically, the fact that you're damn near naked and we're both consenting adults, and yeah, that's exactly what I expected. And then Ned thinks that I'm fucking imploding, okay? And then I'm pushing the pussy even closer to him. And the next thing out of her word, or the next words out of her mouth, were, then what am I still doing in here? And I lifted her up out of the hot tub, and we ran over to Susie's bedroom, and I started to, do my thing. And I heard something, and I saw something at the window, and then I got up and took a look, and number 47's naked asses disappearing around a fucking window, or a corner, okay? And I laughed, and I thought, huh. And I said to her, I go, you know what? We're kind of being selfish a little bit. I mean, we're in here having such a good time, and my homeboy Ned is outside freezing his ass off, And I said, what do you think? You think we're being selfish? And she goes, what? Do you want to invite him in? I said, well, you know what? I'm straight. But if you're cool, yeah, let's do that. And so, number 41 and number 47 took turns high-fiving and, either getting blown or doing her doggy style while we were drinking beer, man. And it was the shit. And you know what, Scott Smith? It's like this. Without Dan Quinn in your life, funny thing, you're like a myth. You're a fabrication, okay? Dan Quinn gives you hands in 8 weeks because he doesn't like somebody. And because of that, you actually are a television fighter now, have the ability, and you're fucking talking shit about me instead of kicking down when I've discovered what makes me fucking leaner and actually faster than I was back then, okay? And funny thing, me in your life guarantees that you have hands. Me out of Frank Stanz's life guarantees that he actually can fucking win the starting position unopposed, because asshole up here, Lou Holtz, had to kick me out the fucking team, okay? And you know what, Scott? Seriously, if I went back to Notre Dame and changed this asshole for Jerry Faust, I am in the NFL, okay? And you can ask Cedric Figaro. You can ask a lot of guys, okay? Yeah, I was really, really good. I could tackle Timmy Brown. Remember when you tried to juke me on that fucking reverse in stadium scrimmage? Remember when you were streaking for a touchdown up the sidelines, and I was actually, you were going up the sidelines like this, and I was actually making ground from over here? Oh, fuck. You know what? And it's like this. The only back on the team that I couldn't cover man for man was this one right here, Alonzo Jefferson, all right? He could probably elude me if he, I mean, not all the time, if he fucking juked me a couple times, and lost me. But that was like at 40, 45 yards, dude. And, again, because Lou kicked me off the team, Frank Stamms is actually a fucking name in the NFL. And you know what? That was without Dan Quinn in his life, all right? But your story, Scotty, with me in your life, giving you hands in 8 fucking weeks, you're where you are today, okay? Where do you think you would be if I didn't hand you that fucking 9-second knockout on Jamie, basically with a silver fucking platter, man? Yeah. And then for you to do anything but to fucking help me now, you're telling Rick Vardell that I might be sick. Tell you what, punk. All right, thank you for giving me an excuse to actually have Rick Vardell say no to the steroid thing. Okay, proving, all right, that this is like Daniel in the Lions Den. David versus Goliath, man. I'm going against the invincible, man, and I'm gonna win. Peace.